All right, awesome. Hey, dragons, how are you guys doing? Welcome to All Signs What You Don't See Coming for this weekend. This weekend is going to be the 19th, 20th, and 21st. Obviously, you guys probably are already aware that we're having a big Jupiter Uranus conjunction on Saturday. I am excited and not excited about it. It's obviously going to be different for all of us, but I hope it's something that you guys have to look forward to. Keep in mind that these are general readings. That's why it's important for you to check for your sun, moon, rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. So that way you can get a full picture of what may be transpiring for you for this weekend. If you feel like the roles need to be reversed in regards to you and another party, please, by all means, feel free to do so. Like I stated before, they're just general readings, okay? Also, if you would like to become a member and get access to nearly 30 astrology and tarot videos per month, you can head on over to my YouTube channel and you can click the join button, and there will be 2 levels available. You can pick which one would be best for you, and then the rest is history, right? I am taking super chat questions tonight. If you guys don't know how that works, make sure that you head over to my website, violettaalexis.com, which can also be found in the pinned comment in the chat section, as well as in my description box below, and you can see the super chat rules. You can also book a personal reading while you are there. What's up, Shireen? What's up, Fireball Baby? Stacy Boyer, Rick, thank you so much. I will miss the end of the broadcast tonight, but I will collect names and will be prepared to post timestamps 2 hours later than usual. That is quite all right. Rick, thank you so much for all the hard work. I appreciate you being so dedicated regardless. Shout out to Carpe Diem for having the first super chat of the night. Delaware Tom says, Sun and Pisces Capricorn rising. Good Thursday evening to everyone. And to you, Violetta, I can never be able to guess in the future, but I can dream about it. Okay, we love that. What's up, Pinky? How are you guys doing? All right. What's up, Spirit Room? So yeah, those eyes, thanks. Yeah, please excuse me. I just got out of the gym. I just got done tanning and I kind of look like crap, but like still look good for looking like crap. You know what I'm saying? So of course, without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get started with my Aries. All right, Aries, let's see what you guys have going on. Keep in mind, guys, the signs will always be right here in the top of the screen. Okay, so if you're confused about where we're at, that will tell you. So, Aries, let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on for you for this weekend. The Death in reverse, the Hierophant, the Seven of Cups in reverse. What's that Death card? The Judgment in reverse, the Six of Wands. One more, the Four of Cups. Well, I'm not gonna lie to you. It seems like there are some things that are kind of coming back up. Now, it doesn't have to be like some crazy crisis situation, but it looks like some things that haven't changed that essentially need to change in your life, and it could be something from the past that maybe you either haven't taken accountability for, or maybe it could be something as silly as an old debt or something like that. But at the same time, this can be something that has been needing to change for a long time, and you could be kind of like refusing to make a judgment call in regards to whatever that is. I'm feeling like though, whatever this is, it seems like you're not wanting to address it. And I don't know what it is per se, but I think that you believe it's gonna be worse than it actually is. And so once you actually find yourself, because right now you guys may be kind of enjoying Venus is in Aries right now. We have a stellium in Aries. You guys could be kind of like having fun with the attention and feel like you're getting a lot of recognition, etc. But it's interesting because it makes me feel like it's not enough, or it's not filling that void. It's like eating a lot of sugar when you need broccoli, or eating a lot of candy when you need something of some substance. So there may be something or someone that's giving you a lot of attention and recognition at this time, but it's not fulfilling you for some reason. It's like there has to be more than this. That's what I'm getting. Then we have the Hierophant, the Two of Pentacles. That seems all right. There we go. Is that gonna? Alrighty. the Two of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups, and the Moon card. So this is you kind of like, this can be about your finances. Keep that in mind, just because you guys are having that Jupiter-Uranus conjunction in your second house, if you're in Aries rising specifically. So, you know, this can definitely be some of you walking away from an old stream of income. I could definitely see that being like, you know what, I got to trust my gut on this, or you know what, this isn't financially viable for me anymore. For some of you, I could definitely see you kind of budgeting and being like, you know what, I have to drop some of these, I don't know, subscriptions. You know, it can be something as silly as that. I have to drop some of these subscriptions. I have to trust myself. I have to do better with my finances. I could see it being that. For others of you, I could see that you're deciding to walk away from someone or something because you have more self-worth than that, or these people don't align with your morals or your values. And so I can see you kind of like being like, you know, I'm just going to trust myself on this one, and I'm not going to, you know, listen to what somebody else has to tell me. Like, I have to trust myself on this. And then we have the Seven of Cups in reverse, the Hangman, the Sun, and the Nine of Swords. Wow. This is really for me this sense of, okay, it is what it is. You seeing the reality of a situation, taking off rose-colored glasses, and still being like, it is what it is. I think that you guys are more so focused on being optimistic about the future, being by letting go of control in the present. So it's like when we are constantly trying to focus on gaining control or having control or whatever the case, we drive ourselves insane because we just can't do that. We can control our responses, we can control what we say or what we're doing, but we can't control people, places, things around us. And the more that we're willing to accept that, the less stressed we're going to be. And so I'm kind of getting something like that with you guys. What's up, Violette? And then your advice, Aries. We have Pisces. So yeah, let go and let God. Observation and meditate and contemplate. So I'm kind of getting this sense of needing to kind of take a step back for a second when it comes to things. You know, you could feel like something isn't super pleasing to you or something isn't fulfilling to you, is what I want to say. Fulfilling. That's the right word. Something isn't fulfilling to you, and you're really needing to make some kind of adjustments. And I want to say, like, try to mix your intuition and your mind when it comes to making decisions on whatever this is. Get in touch with creativity, you know, learn something, you know, teach yourself something, YouTube, go take a course, take a class, take a painting class, something like that. That's going to help you kind of get back into the groove of things. And I'm not really sure why I'm getting that, but that is what I'm getting. So let's go ahead and we're going to now move on to Taurus. All right, Taurus, let's go ahead and take a look to see what you have going on for this weekend. The Fool in reverse, the Three of Pentacles in reverse, and the Three of Swords in reverse. Okay. What's that Fool in reverse? The Nine of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups in reverse. Something's holding you back. It seems like you're pretty content with where you're at, and while there's nothing wrong with that, that Jupiter-Uranus conjunction is gonna force you like a spring under a chair, and you hit a button, it just flings you over a mountaintop. There's a fear. There's a fear, not wanting to take the opportunity. Wait, 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 wait. You know, it reminds me of my daughter when I would make her go on these roller coasters, and you know, she just didn't want to do it. No, I don't want to do it. I'm terrified. Da da da. Right? And I'd be like, nope, come on, you're doing it. Get in line, get in line. Wait, wait, wait. You know, she like wasn't ready. No, you're ready now. I promise you're ready now. You're gonna come out on the other end just fine. And it kind of is making me feel like that, where you're like, wait, wait, I'm fine with where I'm at. It's like, yeah, maybe you are, but I bet you'll be better. You know, if you kind of take this leap of faith. And so I'm getting this sense of hesitancy coming from you a little bit. Then we have the Three of Pentacles in reverse with the Two of Cups, the Two of Swords in reverse, and the Six of Swords. What's the Six of Swords? The Justice. Interesting. So this is kind of making me feel you and a soulmate, whether friend, lover, whatever it may be, aren't really on the same page with things. You may not be appreciating what they're bringing to the table, or they may not be appreciating what, they may not be picking up what you're putting down. Let me put it like that. But there is a deep understanding. There's also a sense that some truth needs to be told, or something needs to be revealed, or something needs to be resolved. Something needs to be made right at the end of the day. And I don't know what that's about specifically. That's obviously going to be, obviously you're going to know that more than anybody, but it's no more like being between a rock and a hard place. Um I know that I think right now, is it right now? I think Mars is in between Neptune and Saturn. I think, or it's about to be, or something like that. So I kind of almost feel like that's what I'm getting, like stuck between a rock and a hard place. And Mars can represent your seventh house. Mars can also represent your 12th house of like letting go. And so either needing to let go of an injustice, or needing to justify something, or needing to make peace with somebody. It just feels like needing to make a truce. The Three of Swords in reverse with the Ace of Pentacles, the Star, and the Strength card. Well, I love that because I feel like whatever this is going to make you stronger, and potentially is going to bring in a new opportunity, or maybe it's about a partner, maybe a business partner, maybe a friend, something like that, where it's like now we're apologizing, or somebody's apologizing to you, or there's a mutual understanding kind of going on that, well, we don't always get along, but I can still respect you, or I can still understand you, or we can still work together, or whatever it may be. So I feel like you and somebody else are kind of overcoming something. And I feel like there may also be some kind of financial opportunity for you this weekend, or the beginning of like either a renewal of a relationship or a new relationship. But speaking of relationships, we have Libra, freedom, which can be Uranus, and step out of your comfort zone. Like I said, you're doing what's comfortable to you, and you're a little, and I mean, you are a fixed sign, God bless you, right? You are a bit of a fixed sign. But this is saying like, you being able to make the decision to step out of your comfort zone is like I said, like that catapult, right? Like the catapult, like the spring under the sea. You press the button, woo, now you're in a whole nother world. You're in an alternate universe. And I also feel like your relationships at this time are of incredible importance, especially, we have Chiron hitting Venus, we have Mercury hitting Venus, Mercury retrograde hitting Venus, we had the North Node hitting Venus. So people that you meet around this time, things like this are going to be of great importance to you. And I feel like your relationships are going to help you break out of an old pattern. Okay. So thank you so much, Taurus. What's up, Neo? How are you? All right, Gemini, let's see what's going on for you this weekend. The Page of Swords. So that's you. Ace of Swords. A lot of mental stuff going on. The Nine of Wands. Okay. What's that Page of Swords about? The Three of Wands in reverse. The Chariot. And the Empress. Are some of you like interested in someone or something? If you guys are this Page of Swords, which is technically Gemini, you could feel a little like frustrated because you're not feeling secure enough to really have the confidence to approach up somebody that you're interested in. For others of you, you could be looking for a new car. Okay. I could see that, or needing to fix a car. I could see that as well. For others of you, you could be deciding to go on a trip with a feminine energy, or potentially someone younger than you. I could also see this at, why are we frustrated? Why is that Three of Wands in reverse there? The Knight of Wands. Yeah, it's like you're wanting to get up and go after someone or something that you're passionate about, but you like don't have the confidence to do it. If this is you. Now, for others of you, if you're this Empress energy and you're like, yeah, no, the Empress is me, then I would say that somebody else is kind of watching you, kind of seeing what you're doing, kind of checking you out online or whatever, maybe checking you out at work, who knows, right? And they could be a little insecure because they don't have the courage to approach. Okay. Because the Empress is like the creme de la creme, right? Like, who isn't intimidated by the Empress, right? So, whichever one you are, just keep that in mind. I could also see you guys like creating content online. And it could be out of like something that you see that you're very passionate about. Like, maybe you see somebody, I don't know, talking shit about disabled people or something like that. And you kind of show up like the nurturing mother, and you stand up for some kind of injustice or something like that. You know what I mean? So it can be something like that as well, which is super random. What's up, Complexity? Then we have the Ace of Swords, we have the Queen of Swords, we have the King of Wands, and we have the Five of Pentacles. What's the Five of Pentacles about? The Four of Pentacles. I feel like you're speaking with somebody, could be a CPA, could be a romantic partner, could be a business partner, about maybe some kind of money-making idea or some kind of entrepreneurial idea to get out of debt, or to pay off a debt or something like that. I feel like essentially it is around attempting to either clean up a risk that we've taken. So if we've taken some kind of stupid ass financial risk and we're like, oh God, why did I do that? I feel like we're gaining advice or getting advice, or you're giving advice to somebody who's done that. But it seemed like there's something to work through. And if you see the Queen of Swords and the King of Wands, and they're both kind of looking at each other like, okay, how do we resolve this? So there can be some kind of conversation around that for others of you. If it's romantic, I definitely see some kind of conversation going on. And it can be like, do we stay? Do we go? What are we doing here? And I feel like these two people, whoever they are different, but not different in a bad way. They just bring something different to the table. What's up, Nicole? What's up, Cassandra? Good to see you. The Six of Cups in reverse. The High Priestess. The Knight of Swords. I'm sorry, this is the Seven of Wands. Did I say Nine of Wands? I meant Seven of Wands. Interesting. What's that High Priestess about? The Page of Cups in reverse. I think that you are defending yourself in a situation. It could be something that you don't expect from a person, but you could be already having a grudge towards a certain individual in your life, and intuitively you're like, you're just trying to get sympathy, or you're just trying to emotionally manipulate me, or whatever the case is. Like, you're moving too fast. Like, no. It seems like you're setting a kind of a boundary with somebody. I feel like you don't like somebody's vibe. Now, keep in mind, this can be somebody who feels this way about you, okay? But that's kind of what I'm getting. This could also be you feeling like somebody kind of wants your spot, or they're maybe a little jealous of you or something like that. Whoever this is, I feel like you already intuitively knew that this was going to happen for whatever reason. Gemini, we have the North Node. We have community. Okay. Conclusions are within reach. So I don't know what the conclusions are specifically, but it's telling you to go towards some kind of friends, or maybe this is something online, right? Maybe you join some kind of group, or you're speaking with like-minded people, or you post something on social media and you feel like you have a lot of support, or whatever it is. I feel like there's going to be something that's illuminated to you through a community, or you're illuminating something to a community. And I feel like this is part of your destiny for some reason. And it also may, with that Jupiter Uranus conjunction, if you're Gemini rising happening in your 12th house, I feel like a lot of subconscious things. I feel like you're going to like take a while to see this kind of unfolding. But I really think that you're going to break free of some kind of subconscious patterns or certain self-sabotaging things that were like holding you back from success, or whatever the case may be. And then when Jupiter hits your sign, it's going to be like, all is fair in love and war, right? So that's what I have for you, Gemini. Thank you so much. Let's go ahead and move on. Let's move on to Cancer. All right, Cancers, let's go ahead and see what's going on for you this weekend. The Wheel of Fortune. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse. The Queen of Wands in reverse. What's that Wheel of Fortune? The World, beautiful. The Temperance in reverse. What's that Temperance in reverse about? The Six of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. I heard a long time coming. I feel like you guys are getting some kind of award, or you guys are getting some kind of good karma, or something positive is coming towards you. Now, this can be Jupiter energy, so this can be something spiritual, this can be something financial, this can be like a mentor or guru coming into your life. I'm not saying they have like life coach on their resume, but people can show up like that in our lives and we don't realize it until like later down the road, right? And I feel like where there's been some kind of imbalance in your life, I think that somebody here is helping you to put things in order is what this is making me feel like. And I think the reason why this is happening is because you're kind of letting go in the wheel and you're, you're realizing a little bit of faith can kind of go a long way. So I like it. You guys could be getting some kind of promotion, or that could kind of be in the works, but maybe you don't realize it, right? Because that Jupiter Uranus conjunction in the 12th, that's like what's going on behind us that we can't necessarily see. We can't like really see it coming. We can't really comprehend. It's in our subconscious, but sometimes it's hard to tap into that. And so I'm almost wondering if this is kind of setting you up for some kind of like success or promotion or why do I still think I'm on Gemini? I did not mean the 12th house. I'm so sorry. Oh my God, I'm so embarrassed. This is like the third time I have put my freaking foot in my mouth today. I am so freaking sorry, Cancer. I don't know why I still thought. I went to the gym today and I met a very wonderful lady, and I ended up like really oversharing and realizing that I genuinely have anger problems. And I just had like a really emotional day afterwards. And yeah. So I just, please bear with me. I just have a lot on my mind. That Jupiter Uranus conjunction is happening in your 11th house. I'm so sorry about that. But so you could be meeting somebody, maybe in a group setting, or someone in a position of power, maybe somebody who acts like a benefactor to you, whether that's like financial, like I said, or whether that could be some kind of mentor or guru kind of vibe. And it could be a masculine, but it's, obviously this is general reading. So just, whatever pertains to you. Then we have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse with the King of Swords, the Ace of Wands, and the Three of Cups in reverse. Okay. Cancers, if you have had some kind of issue around like what people think about you, or having some kind of imposter syndrome, or thinking that you're not good enough, or feeling like you have something to prove, I feel like there's going to be somebody here specifically, once again, some kind of masculine figure who's inspiring you, who's trying to tell you, listen, if that's not authentic to you, or if that community isn't authentic to you, or those people aren't authentic to you, or that lover isn't authentic to you, like, you don't have to show up for them, all you really need to do is show up for yourself at the end of the day. And you really need to ask yourself, why do I feel the need to prove myself to this person? Or why do I feel the need to prove myself to these people? Or why do I feel like I have to post it? Like, you know what I mean? And so I feel like there's something going on potentially around self-love or self-worth or something like that that's happening. And I think that somebody here is trying to get you to see something from a different angle that is going to be very inspiring for you, and something that's probably going to illuminate something for you as well. And I feel like it's going to do you better than it will do you worse. So I want to say, like, listen to this person. Obviously, I'm not talking about somebody who's like a shitbag abusive idiot. Like, obviously, I'm talking to somebody who has some sense. Okay. Then we have the Queen of Wands in reverse with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, the Seven of Swords in reverse, and the Tower. Whew. Woo! Listen, Cancers, I don't know if this is you or if this is somebody else, but there is somebody who, God, this is so weird because I was just talking about this. I was just talking about this with a Cancer. The woman I was talking to today was a Cancer, actually. And I was talking to her about my anger problems. And for some of you, the Tower and the Queen of Wands, this is Mars energy, which can talk about anger. And the Queen of Wands is in reverse. The Tower's here. if this is not you with that Queen of Wands in reverse, you could maybe realize that somebody in your life, maybe a feminine energy, the way that they're dealing with rage or the way that they've been expressing themselves, Seven of Swords in reverse, has to change, or maybe they're expressing something to you or kind of speaking their mind a little bit, and it could be coming off in like a weird way. For others of you, there's somebody jealous of you. Okay. For others of you, there's somebody jealous of you, and shit may hit the fan. Okay. And it could be somebody online, it could be somebody in like a friend or a group or community or something like that. But this could also be with that Eight of Pentacles in reverse. This could be something that's been going on for a while, same shit, different day. So it might be somebody like you've known for a bit. For others of you, this could be you, that Queen of Wands in reverse. So keep that in mind. Venus, territory, and new moon in Aries, it's time to take action. I kind of want to say like boundaries is going to be important. Self-love as well. I was kind of talking about that earlier, which is Venus. And protecting your space, your time, your energy, your body. I'm feeling like you're really needing to surround yourself with people that appreciate you. And they don't just like say that they appreciate you, they actually prove that. So yeah, surround yourself with people that care about you and that are also willing to kind of prove that. Okay. So thank you so much, Cancer. Let's go ahead and move on. Let's move on to Leo. All right, Leo, let's see what's going on for you this weekend. The Queen of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands, and the Five of Swords. What's that? Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, the Four of Wands in reverse, and the Two of Wands. What's the decision? The Knight of Cups. For some of you that have like options in love, you could really not know what to do with that. You could be a little confused about where to put your time, your energy, your love, etc. Because you could feel like things are a little unstable, or like you don't feel welcome in someone's life, or you're not welcoming somebody in your life, or something like that. For others of you, where it's not necessarily about that, I think that what you're trying to do is you're trying to make responsible, head over heart decisions. It's making me feel like you're kind of brushing off your emotions a little bit right now in regards to a situation. It seems like there's love on your mind or creativity on your mind or something that's kind of pulling at your heartstrings, but it's almost making me feel like you're not welcoming it, or you don't really want to deal with it right now. And sometimes that happens, right? Why do they not want to? King of Cups in reverse, because you don't buy into somebody's bullshit, maybe. So it's like maybe you're having this issue where you have love on the brain, but the person that's on your brain you feel like doesn't have a brain. You know what I mean? And so you could be kind of trying to brush those thoughts off. Then we have the Nine of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, the Five of Cups, the Magician in reverse. Oof. Some of you guys, your parents are divorced. I don't know why I got that, but some of you that like really affected you as a child. I don't know why I got that. But that with that Nine of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, that Five of Cups, and that Magician in reverse. Phew, you guys have been through the ringer. I think that you guys have really been through the ringer, either in regards to a relationship, in regards to business, something like that, something that has been established in your life for a while. It's like you're looking back and you're looking at how you fucked up, or you're looking how you self-sabotaged, or you're looking how you've been manipulated in a situation, whether it was for money or in a relationship or for status or who knows, right? And you're realizing how much that has caused you self-doubt in your life. But the good thing is that I feel like you are coming out on top. You're getting to this point where you're learning a lot, right? And I say that because this is moon in Sagittarius, and so I feel like there's a lot of wisdom to be had. Ma'am, ma'am, ma'am. my God. I am literally so sorry. That was my cat scratching stuff. So I feel like you guys are learning a lot from your past experiences. And I think instead of like sitting there and being sad about things and whatever, like I think that you're giving yourself the room or the space to be sad. But at the same time, with that Nine of Wands, I also feel like you're learning a lot and and because of how you're taking it, because you're allowing yourself to be more emotionally optimistic, that's part of the reason why you're kind of coming out on top, so to speak. Five of Swords, the Lovers in reverse. Ooh, the Devil, the Eight of Wands. Blah. Well, it's definitely like not my favorite. So there could be some kind of conversation, could be with somebody at a distance with that Eight of Wands, doesn't have to be, but it could be some kind of like very toxic situation where you and another person are really blaming one another, you know, you piece of shit, this is all your fault. I'm kind of getting like that vibe. And I just want to say, be a little cautious with that Five of Swords. You're definitely like willing to like throw some bows. You know what I mean? You're willing to maybe say some things that you don't particularly mean, and we all do that. But what is this around specifically? The Hermit, it could be around a Virgo, or it could be around like you and like your issues, okay? Or somebody's attacking you. But I feel like it's going to bring like some self awareness, if anything, okay? She is a Leo cat. House 8, risk. Could be something financially. Work through your fears. Interesting. Well, that can also be house 8. What's the risk around? The Ten of Swords, ending something. So something may be being revealed to you that you're going to have to confront, or something may be being revealed about you, or maybe you're needing to risk it a little bit and be a little bit more vulnerable, when it comes to, even if it's just like more so being vulnerable with yourself and admitting certain things. This can also be about needing to be vulnerable with another, and being open and honest with this person, about whatever your fears are in regards to change, in regards to vulnerability, like I said, in regards to intimacy or sex, or whatever that is. And also, this can be about like, your legacy. 10 of Pentacles, house 8, what you're wanting to build. This is really what I want. And I want to be able to take this risk and not look back and regret it, because I've already had that before. 5 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. So you may be wanting to end something, whether that's just a cycle or a relationship or whatever it is. And it may be kind of like scary, but I feel like you need to do it. So I don't know what that is for you. So thank you so much, Leo. Let's go ahead and move on to Virgo. Hmm. All right, Virgos. Okay. All right, let's see what you have going on for this weekend, Virgo. The Eight of Swords. The Page of Wands. The King of Pentacles in reverse. Yikes. What's that Eight of Swords? The Four of Swords. Five of Wands is like conflict, but it can be about the ego as well. Um, and you're feeling quite stuck. You're feeling stuck. You feel like you need to make a decision, but it's almost this feeling of being trapped, almost like inside of yourself. Four of Swords, Nine of Pentacles, very much about individuality, being by oneself. Feeling alone is what I'm getting. What's that Five of Wands about? The 10 of Wands. For some of you, there could be a lot of things that you're very angry about, very upset about, and you feel like it's weighing on you. 10 of Wands. It could be around not feeling good enough. It could be around feeling like you're constantly doing for everyone else until you have an empty cup, and then you have to go recuperate or regroup. And it's like, that's not your only option, Virgo. There are other options in life where you don't have to do that, where you don't have to overgive, where you don't have to overcompensate, where you don't have to meet everybody's fucking needs and ignore your own. Now, for others of you, If this is different, where it's like you've trapped yourself in this certain image that you've portrayed to others, or where you are in your ego and you feel like you have to put up this facade or whatever, I feel like there's going to be a lot of ruminating about that, or really taking a backseat and kind of thinking about those things, like having some alone time. Whoops, I picked out from the wrong deck. The Page of Wands with the Ten of Cups in reverse, the Page of Pentacles, and the Seven of Swords in reverse. What's the Seven of Swords in reverse? The Ace of Swords in reverse. Yikes. Well, this could be around children. If you guys do have children, I feel like you're getting some kind of communication that you probably don't believe is true. And it could be, or it could be that you're learning the truth through somebody else's confession. So somebody could be being honest with you about something that they've lied about before. What is the truth about? The Four of Swords in reverse, something about a mental problem, something about a physical ailment or a physical illness, or something that's really stressing them out that maybe they have suppressed or something like that. Or if it is a child, it could be that they're expressing to you in ways that they're kind of hurt or something like that. And they're kind of having the courage to be able to do that, but it doesn't have to be a child. But I definitely feel like it could be a younger person or it could be you. Okay, so keep that in mind. This could also be you learning to kind of put yourself first and realizing that, okay, there's some work that I need to do. And I say that because the Seven of Swords in reverse can be like, okay, I need to do what's best for me, where the Seven of Swords in the upright is like, what can I do that's best for the group? Does that make sense? And so I kind of feel like for some of you, it could be about like, okay, I can't really focus on these family matters right now, or I can't really focus on this relationship. Like, what do I have to do for me? King of Pentacles in reverse, the Seven of Wands in reverse, the King of Wands in reverse, and the Nine of Swords. Ew, God. Well, I don't want to say ew. Sorry, that sounds super judgmental. I don't mean to be like that. Ew. I don't really care for it. I don't know if this is you or somebody else, but let me put it like this. There's masculine energy here, and this masculine energy, could be using someone for status, using somebody for money, somebody who has a really shitty ego, or somebody who lives from their sense of ego, and that's why they feel that they need to do these things, because they're intimidated by life, or intimidated by you, or just intimidated in general, and they don't really have like a backbone. And so it's almost like whoever this is kind of the type of person where they feel like they need to piggyback off of somebody else, because they are concerned about how they're viewed. Does that make sense? Like in like from other people. So I don't know if this is you or if this is somebody else, but you know, not the best. You got Chiron, you got direction, and confidence is your key to success. So there is something that probably needs to be healed around the ego. If this is you, Virgo, please feel free to swap it if you need to, okay? Please don't take it all fucking personal. But you need to go towards a direction of healing. Now, you guys have Chiron if you're Virgo rising in your eighth house, which can be about vulnerability, or this can be about another person. Eighth house can be a partner's resources, so keep that in mind. But it can also be involving like another person, or maybe just how you are or are not intimate with other people, and needing to maybe kind of, I hate to say humble yourself, but maybe learning how to be more vulnerable, learning how to share things, etc. And for others of you, it's just a wound around an ego, and that's what the ego kind of is. It's the part of ourselves where we want to be confident, but we have a little bit of a wound. And so then the ego develops, right? And so instead of like trying to develop the ego, it's asking you to uh uh develop your sense of confidence by figuring out why you're not, or why you feel the need to prove yourself to others, etc. Figuring out where that comes from, and deeming yourself as valuable enough not to be always having to do that. Monica, thank you for the super chat question. So mm, a lot of deep stuff today, a little bit. So yeah, hope you have a good weekend though, Virgo. Let's go ahead and move on. All right, Libras. Libras. Let's see what you guys have going on for this weekend. Give me a second. Y'all, I've been trying to work on these damn arms and I still got this freaking turkey neck on my triceps. I'm just so sick of it. Oh, God, help me. Okay. Alrighty. All right, let's do this. Hey, Libra. All right. I hope you love that introduction. Let's do this. The Strength in reverse. The Eight of Wands. The Six of Pentacles in reverse. I don't know why I just switched. Tell me about that strength. Sorry, guys. My mind's kind of elsewhere right now. Just bear with me, okay? The Strength in reverse, the Ace of Cups, the Nine of Wands, and the Five of Swords. You know, for some of you, you've had some people in your life that felt the need to prove themselves worthy or something by competing with you. Is what I'm getting with that. And it may have kind of chipped away your confidence a little bit. So for instance, um let's say that you had a friend, okay, and this friend was a little passive aggressive. And you could also be that friend, so keep that in mind, okay? But I'm not going to focus on that. And you're like, God, I've been at the gym like every single day for like 3 months. I'm really just trying to, lose this waist and da 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 da. And I'm just trying to really, lose some weight. And then they're like, oh wow, that's so cool. And then like, 5 minutes later, they're trying on these pants and they're like, oh my God, these are so big on my waist. Like, oh look, like trying to, what I'm saying? Like those like passive aggressive comments. And it could like have really fucked with you a little bit, in regards to your sense of vulnerability and the kind of love that you deem acceptable and what you'll fight for, so at times, Libra, thank you so much, Aaliyah, for that super chat question. You could have found yourselves like defending your abusers, or having like Stockholm syndrome, or like, trying to justify why somebody would hurt you like that. And it could have like messed with you a little bit. For others of you, you could feel not super confident, like in regards to some kind of love offer or like love situation. You could feel like maybe somebody's like a little manipulative or something like that as well. The Eight of Wands, the Queen of Cups, the Tower, the Emperor. Whoa, what's the Tower about? The Moon. My goodness. Something is shifting for you emotionally, like on a deep, deep level. This could be from somebody at a distance. Of course, it doesn't have to be, but that Eight of Wands is like, we're talking about this. We're talking about this. We're communicating about this. We're getting down to the bottom of this. Is kind of what I'm getting with that moon, and also, with that Mars energy, like that Tower energy there, which is your direct opposite. I'm kind of feeling like we are releasing some inner turmoil or some inner emotions that we have towards another and trusting ourselves enough to do so. Now, this doesn't have to be all terrible. I mean, the Tower card is, yes, it can be scary, but it can be like, I need to start trusting myself again. I got to stop not trusting myself when it comes to people, and feeling like you've just constantly been putting up with shit. And it's, Libras and Tauruses, especially Libras, but Tauruses as well. But Libras, you guys can tend to try to save people's feelings a lot, even the people that hurt you, instead of just trusting yourself and being like, you know what, because this is what it is. So if you're having a discrepancy or you're having some negative feelings, you have two choices, okay? In my opinion, you can either A, confront the person, right? And it doesn't have to be an all-out brawl, but you can confront the person and risk a little bit of a war going on between you and that individual. Or you can keep it within yourself and you can implode and create a war within yourself. And so I kind of feel like something in regards to that is changing where you're expressing yourself a little bit more. And keep in mind, if you're a Libra rising, that Jupiter Uranus conjunction in your eighth house, is going to bring some things to light, or it's going to force you to be a little bit more vulnerable. Um, so we have the Six of Pentacles in reverse, the Ten of Cups, the Six of Cups, the Hermit. Speaking of Taurus moon. Give me one on that Six of Pentacles in reverse. Queen of Wands. So you guys are learning to be a little bit more self-expressive. Like, I think when it comes to your guys' level of emotional support towards a partner, towards family members, whatever, you're going to get to this point where you're like, you know what, if it's not reciprocated, I'm just gonna go be with me. And I'm gonna be confident enough to go be by myself, or I'm just gonna pull my energy back if somebody's not appreciating it, right? Because that's the thing. If you're just constantly giving freely and people treat you like shit and you're still giving freely and trying to appease everybody, like people are just going to keep taking, and you're going to get to a point where it drives you mad, it drives you crazy, and then you're going to fucking rage. Sky, thank you for that super chat question. You have fixed, trickery, believe in the impossible. So guess what? You can get your needs met, Libra, as crazy as that may sound. But you may have to go against your own energy a little bit. And we do have the South Node in Libra, the North Node in Aries. So, the North Node is saying, hey, guess what? We need to take initiative. We need to go ahead and say that thing. We need to do it. We need a knockout, right? And so I kind of feel like this is saying, if you're feeling some kind of way, stand on it with that fixed energy. Stand on it and don't ignore it. Because I do feel like there's somebody who's trying to uh, get more than they're giving, or they're trying to manipulate you in a way. And this is saying, like, you can have what you want, you can get your needs met. But you have to stand on business, basically, okay, for lack of a better term. Thank you so much, Sky. All right, guys, let's go ahead and move on to my Scorpios. Full moon in your sign on Tuesday. Woo! Hope you guys are excited about that, because I know that I am not. I am definitely not excited about that Scorpio full moon. Ugh, squaring Pluto. It's going to be sitting on my natal Pluto, which I'm not excited about either. And then also the sun's going to be opposing my natal Pluto and transiting the moon in Scorpio, and then also squaring, like everybody else, squaring the Pluto in my 10th house. I'm just like, oh, this just sounds absolutely terrible. Sounds absolutely freaking terrible. Oh my God. Courtney Elizabeth, thank you so much for that super chat question. Good for you, Stacy. Good for you. All right, let me see. All right, Scorpio, let's see. The Hierophant, the Eight of Swords, the King of Swords in reverse. Tell me about the Hierophant a little bit. Tell me about the Hierophant. What's that devil? What's the earth energy here? But being quite emotionally driven by something that is triggering you a bit. But you're not scared. You're standing on business. You're learning something about your triggers this weekend, Scorpio. You're learning something about your own fears. You're learning something about what you're willing to do to get your needs met, or whatever. There's like a very strong determination. God, man, that's like, because the Knight of Swords in reverse, right? Sometimes it can represent, oh, we're just going with the flow of things, right? But it can also represent like the cruel master, like somebody who's like, I will stop at nothing, and this can be around like the Hierophant, which is what? Like, this can be like what we've learned, what we're learning. This can be about maybe you're very determined to learn something, right? And it's something that you're very passionate about and you're very emotionally driven by, right? So like you're very determined to learn this thing, or maybe it's a relationship and like you're very determined to have this freaking relationship and you're doing everything that you can or learning everything that you can. You're like, I'm making this work. It can also be it can be your self-esteem. That can be second house. But I'm getting more of a like your beliefs, like standing on your beliefs and not deterring from that either. Not in a way where you're like shoving your beliefs down somebody else's throat, but I don't know if somebody's trying to move the goalpost or somebody's trying to like move your thoughts or something like that, but you're not into it. The Eight of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, the Page of Wands in reverse, and the King of Pentacles in reverse. Ooh. Queen, King, both Pentacles, but the King is in reverse. Who had the King of Pentacles in reverse? Was that Leo? No, that was Virgo. Was it Virgo? It may have been Virgo. I can't remember. I think it was Virgo. Um, so if this is between you and a romantic partner or you and a business partner, some kind of partner, right? I feel like this masculine energy is using the feminine energy, like using them in some way, draining them in some way. And I feel like there's this apprehension or like this feeling of not being able to get out of it for some reason. Like you're stuck to someone, or I don't know if this is like you're married and you're with a partner who just refuses to get a job and you're just having to carry the weight and you're like, oh my God, I feel so stuck. There's kids and they're it feels something like where somebody feels trapped in a situation, like they just can't get out. Why is that? Can't resolve problems, can't move on, but it's not telling me why. It's not telling me why. Is somebody dependent upon another? It's not telling me why. The King of Swords in reverse with the Queen of Swords in reverse, the Five of Pentacles, my goodness, and the Page of Cups in reverse. Ooh. I feel like somebody's a masculine energy here is like gaslighting a situation, potentially around finances, or trying to guilt trip another, trying to gaslight another, trying to make it seem like somebody else's fault. It's like mental abuse or verbal abuse or something like that, and it's pissing off a feminine energy. God, I hate to say that. I hate to say that. I mean, you guys are having the full moon in your sign, especially if it's in your first house. It could be opposing the sun in your seventh, and you also have Jupiter, Uranus in your seventh. So you may be being met with somebody that is like trying to break free or something. So I don't know. It looks let's see your advice. House 11 is your advice. Routine. A win-win outcome is forecast. So it's saying like a win-win outcome is forecast if you would like that. But obviously you would have to kind of take that opportunity. House 11 is asking you, especially with your routine as well, is asking you to make sure you have a support system like in your life, whether it's online, whether it's friends in person, your best friend, benefactors, whatever it may be. And also a need to be focusing on the bigger picture when it comes to your goals and your aspirations and like not whatever toxic energy this is. Now, obviously, we all have problems. Sometimes it's hard for us to get away, but for some reason, it's telling me that you need to focus on friends, groups, communities, health, your day to day routine, your work, and implementing either friendship or implementing your bigger picture dreams, aspirations, and goals into your daily life. Okay. What's up, Kismet? Good to see you. All right, guys, let's go ahead and move on to Thank you, Griselda. I hope I said that right. Thank you for that super chat question. All right, let's see Sagittarius. Okay, Saggy, let's go ahead and see what you have going on this weekend. The Two of Swords, the Judgment, the Star in reverse. Tell me about that Two of Swords. King of Cups, Five of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune. Ooh. So what's the Five of Cups? The Knight of Wands. Well, the Two of Swords can represent a couple of things, right? It can represent we're more partner focused, Moon and Libra. That's what Two of Swords is. Moon and Libra. We're more partner focused, so we're just trying to keep the peace. And it could be around a romantic relationship. You know, and this person, whoever this masculine individual is, they could be like really regretting something. You could be forgiving them. They could have felt like they made a really stupid, impulsive decision. Fireball baby, thank you for that super chat question. And with that Wheel of Fortune, I want to say like all is forgiven. You could be one apologizing as well. Keep that in mind. But I want to say like all is forgiven. You know, it seems like something is moving forward. We don't have to focus on the negative anymore. We can just try to move on. There's love here. And this could also be therapy. Okay, so keep that in mind. Or you're kind of like being vulnerable to somebody, or maybe you're avoiding being vulnerable, even though like you kind of maybe have some regrets about something. So it could go either way, to be honest. But I do think that with that Wheel of Fortune, I think that we're moving forward in regards to, you know, our past, being able to accept the things we cannot change, making a truce with somebody, apologizing to somebody, or accepting an apology from somebody. And I feel like things just get better from there on out. Although we do have that Star in reverse for Sunday. So let's see. But so for Saturday, we have the Judgments, the Two of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Seven of Cups. So this is where somebody here is taking accountability. We're taking accountability for our past mistakes. We're bringing something back to life. How do we renew this business? How do we renew this relationship? How can we make it work? I really want this to work. Let's think practically, etc. But with that Seven of Pentacles, it's almost making me feel like we don't know how to make it work. How are we going to get to that specific goal? And you know, if this is about a relationship, for instance, it could have been for a while, especially if there's like a truce thing going on, where you and another person were fighting against each other as opposed to fighting towards a common goal. Because you'll see this, I feel, a lot in relationships, where instead of like being like, hey, this is our goal, how do we get to it, and let's do it, instead we start arguing about how we're going to get there. And now we're competing against one another. And now we have to one up one another, blah, blah, blah. And like the goal is totally forgotten and we never get anywhere. You know what I'm saying? And so it can be something like that, but it can just be like, we're not really sure how to get there, but we are, it seems like you're making some really big decision that seems to be very practical for the most part. Let me just see that Seven of Cups. The World. We want to complete something. We want to bring something to a close in a positive way, but we're just not really sure how. What are our options? Empowered. Thank you so much for that super chat question. And Vanessa Williams. Hey, thank you. Let's see that Star in reverse. The Eight of Pentacles. The Fool. The Sun. But why is the Star in reverse, though? The Three of Swords. We're still overcoming some kind of pain. Because, see, the thing is, it's like we're still trying to be optimistic. We're like, okay, we need to raise the standard. We need to let bygones be bygones. We need to move on. You know, even if this is something just in regards to you, like, okay, yes, I went through that. I need to take accountability for my part in that, even that if that was like ignoring red flags and I didn't want to see it, whatever it is. But now I have to focus on the future and focus on my legacy, or focus on what it is that I need to do, whether that's raising the standard for myself in my life and how I operate in my life, or raising the standard in my work, etc. And so we're still having some trouble healing, but I feel like you're working on it. And I feel like you're letting, I don't want to say letting go of the past, but you're not going to allow it to be like bricks in a backpack where you're just carrying it around, and then you really can't get anywhere. If anything, with that Sun card, you're being incredibly optimistic about the situation. And I think that you have the confidence, even though you have a broken heart, or even though you're hurting. And even though you feel like there's not a whole lot of hope, you're just pushing through it anyway. Thank you so much, Rosie. I appreciate that super chat. We have mutable and growth. I really like this. It's time to release negativity. So the bricks out of the backpack, baby. I feel like you have a jet pack, but you just don't know it. You got a jet pack on, but you got too many bricks holding you down. And I think that if you just kind of go with the flow of things, right? If you go with the flow, don't try to resist too much. Don't do anything, don't do anything too sudden. I feel like you're going to see a lot of growth. Maybe that's in regards to your work, your health, your relationship, whatever it is. But it's asking you to go with the flow of things. And anything, whatever the bricks are in your life, we all have them. Allow it to build a staircase with it, okay, to get to where you need to go, or use it to break open some windows if you feel like some doors ain't opening, right? So thank you so much, Sagittarius. I hope that you have a great weekend. Let's go ahead and move on. Guys, I really gotta pee. Okay, so I have to pee so bad. I've had to pee since like Leo. So if you guys could just give me a second, that would be fabulous. Thank you, Kismet. I appreciate that. All right, guys. One sec, please. All right. Thank you, Courtney Elizabeth, for your super chat question. All right, guys, let's go ahead and move on. Man, I look like shit after the gym. Sheesh. All right. Capricorn, let's see what you have going on this weekend. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. Keep that in mind, guys. Three of Pentacles, Two of Cups. Okay. The Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Tell me about that Three of Pentacles in reverse. The Three of Cups. I love that. Six of Wands. Okay. The Four of Wands. But why the Six of Wands in reverse? Okay. I don't know why, but I'm getting like humility. I'm getting humility here. You know, of course, yes, could there be a third party situation? Blah blah blah. Yeah, sure. I'm not feeling that. Okay. I feel like 3 plus 3, right, equals 6. Then we have another 6 here, which in tarot to me represents success. And thank you so much, boyfriend, for the super chat question. And to me, there's a reason to celebrate. I feel like you're still a student of something, or maybe you're teaching someone, but I feel like more so you are just humbly working together with another person, trying to communicate and have an understanding. This could be a work situation. It doesn't have to be, of course, but it could even be you and a friend working together towards a common goal. And I feel like you're not trying to like steal the show, or you're not trying to overpower, or you're not trying to, be condescending, or, sometimes you got Capricorns are going to be like that, right? Because they know everything, the grumpy grandpas, right, of the zodiac. But I feel like you guys are just working together with another person without trying to like take any spotlight. It's just, and it's going really well. Even if this is a relationship, it's like working hand in hand, not asking for applause, doing the work, and just keeping your head down and doing what you're doing. It's a good energy. It's a mature energy. The Two of Cups with the Ten of Wands in reverse, the Empress in reverse. The Four of Cups in reverse. Yeah, so I feel like there's a feminine energy. If that's you, great. If it's not, great. Whoever it is. I think that there's somebody who is feeling like, I really feel like I'm taking on a lot. It's really hard for me to do this. I feel like I'm constantly overgiving because of my self-worth or my self-value issues, or I feel like I'm doing too much and I feel like I have too much on my plate and it's making me not grateful for the things that I have, right? Because sometimes like we can be so busy with like kids, work, our house, our cars, like whatever it is that it's also like to us, but we don't realize that like how like these aren't the worst problems to have. You know what I'm saying? And I think that you're like understanding that. Like if somebody's delving this to you, I feel like you're just understanding that. You're just being there for somebody, or you're kind of venting towards somebody and they're just being there for you. So I really like the reading. Virgo chick, thank you so much. Seven of Pentacles in reverse with the Nine of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands. All right. Well, the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, I mean, can it be like a waste of an investment? Sure. Can it be a waste of time? Sure. But the rest of the cards are positive. So I feel like more so than anything, we know what we're deciding to invest into. And to me, this is self. So where the Empress, the Nine of Pentacles is pre-Empress energy, and where we saw the Empress reversed, I'm feeling like this is us taking a step backwards. Somebody here taking a step backwards, probably you, taking a step backwards and be like, you know what? I need to do the things that inspire me again. I need to do the things that make me feel alive again. I need to take care of myself. I need to do things for me instead of for everybody else. Or I need to enjoy my life more instead of always like, on the go, got to do this, got to do that. So I really like it. It's a very mature energy. You have Gemini here, you have fear, and luck is on your side. So, I feel like God's got your back. I feel like Spirit's got your back. I feel like the universe has your back. I want to say be very careful of your thoughts around this time, because, Mercury's retrograde right now. And sometimes that can make us like rethink things and reevaluate things, which can be really, really great. But it can also bring, a bit of a heaviness sometimes, and it can be kind of annoying. And everybody that knows Mercury retrograde knows that that just is the case, and everybody hates it. And, with you guys, if I'm not mistaken, Mercury is going retrograde in your fourth house. So, right? Mercury retrograde in your fourth house. So this can be definitely a lot about the past, something with family, some vulnerabilities, conversations coming up about, fears with maybe fears about starting a family or fears about buying a home or who knows, whatever it is. But I want to say like talk about it. I really think that that's going to help you, like talking about your fears, talking about the things that scare you, having somebody that you can vent to, like I was saying before. And it's saying that, like, once you do that, I feel like once you kind of get that out in some way, maybe you need to write about it, start a podcast about it, listen to a podcast that would help you or something like that. Gemini, right? But with that new moon in Sagittarius, luck is on your side. I think that you find that once you do that, or find a way to vent, I think that you're going to find some kind of new like wisdom, or you're going to see some kind of opportunities in front of you that you didn't see before. So thank you so much, Capricorn. Let's move on to Aquarius. Okay. Okay. So, Aquarius, let's see what you have going on this weekend. The Five of Wands, great. The Lovers, the Temperance. Okay. What's the Five of Wands about? MF, thank you so much for that super chat question. The Four of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, and the High Priestess. Okay, well, I'm getting kind of a couple things here. What's up, Lori? How you doing? Lauren, thank you so much for that super chat question. There's a little bit of conflict going on. It could definitely be between you and another person, absolutely. So don't get me wrong, but it looks like there's some kind of argument happening about somebody's lack of vulnerability or somebody not willing to take some kind of romantic risk. Or something that somebody it's almost like somebody feels like another person is holding back love or withholding communication or withholding a secret. And I don't feel like it's a bad secret. It just feels like, I love you and I'm too afraid to say it, or, I'm not being as vulnerable as I should be. And there's some conflict going on with that. For others of you, this could be around creativity. This could be around taking risks in regards to your creative potential with that Knight of Cups, the High Priestess. The Four of Pentacles can kind of talk about like where we're refusing to take a risk, where we're like, no, I'm going to stay right here with where I'm at. The Knight of Cups can talk about like the writer, the actor, the actress, the poet, maybe it can be about film or something like that. And the High Priestess can talk about our highest potential. So it's like, where are we holding back in our lives, or where are you holding back in your life where things could get bigger or better for you? And do you want that? If I'm not mistaken, you guys are having a full moon in your Scorpio 10th house of career, reputation, your social standing, and Pluto is in your guys' sign, and the sun and the moon, your fourth and your 10th house axis, are putting pressure on you to change or to take your power back or to, take on a more prestigious position or whatever it is. So you may have some people that are kind of fighting you on that, like, no, you need to do that. It can be something like that. Then we have the Lovers with the Two of Wands in reverse, the Justice, and the Ten of Swords in reverse. Okay. What's that Ten of Swords in reverse about? The Death in reverse. So if this is not about a romantic partner, of course, I'm going to talk about that. But if this is not about a romantic partner, I see you after a while of debilitating, going back and forth with yourself, not really being entirely sure about how you want to proceed with something. Maybe it's a legal case. Maybe it is a relationship. Maybe it's a divorce. Maybe it's wanting to get married. I mean, I don't know. But to me, this is making me kind of feel like you are taking the big step. You are making the big move. And maybe it's closing the distance between you and a romantic partner. Maybe it's you buying a home. Maybe it's you wanting to move. Maybe it's you wanting to allow somebody to move in. And after a long time, I've been like, I'm sketchy about something. I feel like you're finally like, you know what? Yes, I'm gonna do it. I know this is in my best interest as well, but I feel like you are evolving in some way, and you have to keep in mind that Jupiter Uranus conjunction happening on Saturday, at least for where I live, it directly involves you because your co-ruler is Uranus. So Jupiter, which is the greater benefic, coming to you is a big deal. Coming to your co-ruler is a big deal. This can talk about your biggest goals and your biggest dreams in regards to maybe starting a family, having a relationship, moving somebody close to you, trying to close that gap between you and a long distance partner, South Node in the ninth house, maybe. It can be something like that. But there's something happening for you, and it's because you're not like delaying the decision anymore. Um, for others of you, if you do have some kind of court case kind of going on, I do feel like it's possible you may win. Okay, so if it's something like that, but of course, obviously, don't come for me if it doesn't work out. Okay, I'm just saying that could be a possibility because I see the Justice here in the upright, so keep that in mind. Okay, so then we have the Temperance, the Knight of Pentacles, the Three of Wands, and the Magician. Wow, I just love that. So, we're content. We're at peace. We are just fine with how everything has gone this far. It seems to me like there's something that you're creating, and it's something that you're working very hard on. And the thing is that you suddenly have everything that you need in order to make this thing happen, whatever it may be. And it could bring you some kind of financial abundance. And it seems like you already have a plan. You know what the plan is. You've made the decision. You've drawn out the map, the blueprint, whatever it may be, and you're doing it. And I love that you have everything that you need in order to accomplish this. You have Earth, scavenge. You are good enough. I wonder if that's what this is about. With that Four of Pentacles, afraid to take a risk because you don't feel like you're good enough to reach your full potential. You feel like you don't want to take that acting class because you don't want to make a fool out of yourself. You know, you're too afraid to talk to that girl or that guy because you feel like you'd be an idiot, or you know, you feel like you'd look like an idiot, or whatever it is. It's asking you to kind of ground yourself, chill out, ground yourself. What's that scavenge card about, real quick? The Page of Swords. I kind of want to say, like, if you have like questions or uncertainties about something, what I want to say is don't go to the deepest parts of your mind to find the answers, because those are lies. Those are usually just your insecurities coming out and you projecting crap onto yourself that you essentially just don't need. So this is saying stay grounded, one foot in front of the other, be persistent, be patient, and be practical. Okay. All right, let's move on. Last but not least, my cute little fishies in the water. All right. Pisces baby, thank you so much for that super chat question. Okay. All right. Sorry for my energy's a little low, guys. I've had a day. I've definitely had a freaking day. All right. So Pisces, let's see what's going on for you this weekend, right? The Hangman, while you're showing up. Love that. Love that. 9 of Cups, Jupiter, your ruling planets. Oh, damn. Pisces. You're all over this reading. Pisces, Pisces, Jupiter, and Pisces. Some of you could be a Jupiter and Pisces for this to be showing up. Well, I really like this. Wow, the Hangman twice, huh? Damn, you really see something for what it is. The 3 of Cups, the 2 of Cups. Wow, the World. God, how beautiful is that? Shit. Okay. So, you know, I'm getting a couple of different things here. So for Friday, right? For some of you, you may have been quite the social butterfly as of late. And these people could have really made you realize a lot of things about yourself. And you could have been out and about doing all of these things, but for some of you, you're kind of closing that out right now. You're taking some time to kind of sit back and reflect on things, seeing things from a different angle. Taking some alone time is what I want to say, focusing on your mental health, focusing on, seeing a different side uh of the wheel, I guess you could say. I don't know if that's the right word. That's not the word I'm looking for, but it's the one that I got. um, and it could just be you guys trying to spend some alone time. Because it could be that now for others of you, it could be that a friendship or a lover or somebody that you're getting together with is making you see something about yourself, about the things that you've been through or your traumas, or what you're needing to evolve, or how you've evolved, or something like that. I feel like somebody's kind of patting you on the back a little bit. And it's really making you reflect on yourself. I mean, you're really in your power here, which I love. And that 10 of Swords in reverse is telling me that you're finally letting go of something, right? Because the Hangman can be like 12th house energy. So it's like where things go to finish before we hit the first house. And so that's kind of what I'm feeling here. God, what a beautiful energy. What's up, Tom? The Nine of Cups with the Eight of Swords in reverse, the Four of Pentacles in reverse, and the Page of Wands. God, this is a great energy. I feel like people are around you. You're surrounded by some good people that are really inspiring you. You guys are having that Jupiter Uranus conjunction in your third house, if I'm not mistaken. You guys could really be having some revelations around how you think, how you communicate, um, and taking actions towards these things. Aren't you guys having a full moon? Yeah, full moon in your ninth house if you're a Pisces rising. And so this could definitely be like a closing out of something, a realization, maybe something being illuminated to you about religion, about spirituality, about your philosophy on life, and kind of maybe like challenging that a little bit. And so I'm wondering if somebody's challenging that within you. I want to say like, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, the full moon in Scorpio, like, looks pretty shitty, but, there's always something to be learned. I'm not as afraid of squares, right? Because that full moon, in Scorpio is going to square Pluto, as will the sun. And, I'm not as afraid of squares as I am with oppositions. I've created some of the best work when I've had, like, squares to my ruling planet, or you know what I'm saying? And, with Pluto being in your guys' 12th house, this could definitely be some changes going on in regards to your mental health. And in regards to your spirituality, in regards to your belief system, in regards to your self-sabotaging behaviors. And I feel like you have people around you that are making you realize this. And you guys are very content with where you're at this moment in your life. You don't feel stuck anymore. You don't feel like um uh you know you don't know who you are. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're taking a chance on life, or there's something that you're taking a chance on in regards to a bigger wish, dream, or goal. Ugh, you guys have the best reading so far. The Queen of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, and the Eight of Cups. I love this. This is Venus, right? Queen of Swords, Libra, and this is Venus in Virgo, but reversed. And so, what is the Nine of Pentacles in reverse? Well, the Nine of Pentacles in reverse can be somebody who feels the need to prove themselves, overdoing it, acts of service on steroids, right? Somebody who's like, oh, let me show you how much I love you, please, even though I don't have it to give. And once again, you are taking a step back, you're reevaluating some things, you're looking at something with a clean slate. You are looking at something realistically. You're looking at yourself realistically. Now, you could be looking at a friend or something this way, but you're perceiving things. You're seeing things at like a higher octave, is what I want to say, about yourself, and maybe the ways where you've given too much and you didn't need to, and how much you had to go through in order to get here. Transits in the 12th house sometimes suck. They hurt. Okay. They can hurt. Especially Pluto being there, like, God help us, right? But it can really hurt. But man, once it hits your first house, it's like, oh, right? It's like that newness, like almost being reincarnated in a way, right? And so that's kind of like the feeling that I'm getting. And so you guys are walking away from these beliefs that you aren't good enough, or that you house 12. Oh my God. How creepy is that? Self-interest and take time to breathe out, which can also be about house 12. Wow. So first of all, you're showing up all over this reading. We have Saturn in Pisces here on the table. We have Jupiter in Pisces, Nine of Cups. We have the Hangman twice, which is just Pisces in general. Then we have House 12, which is a natural Piscean house. I mean, this is all about you, self-interest. I think that there's a time where, yes, we need to give. We need to give, absolutely. But sometimes we just don't have it to give. Sometimes it's okay to receive from other people. And the 12th house can absolutely be a service house. But just because your sign naturally rules like serving the masses kind of thing, it doesn't mean that you can't also be served in turn. And so I want to say, like, focus on the things that make you feel mentally well. Focus on being okay with being alone. Focus on self. I'm not saying for you to isolate yourself. I mean, maybe sometimes we need to do that, right? But make sure that you are working on you, because I feel like you guys are going to have a big glow up here coming up pretty soon. And you guys also have to remember that the Jupiter Uranus conjunction on Saturday directly involves you, because Jupiter is your co-ruler. So definitely some shocks and awe and some excitement, but I really love this reading. It's my favorite reading of the night. So thank you so much, Pisces. Let's go ahead and do super chats. And then I need to take a shower because I feel disgusting. I feel disgusting. Okay. All righty. All right, cool. Everybody hit the thumbs up button if you have not, please. Okay. Oh, I gotta sneeze. Please let me do it. Nope. Carpe diem, Violetta, hope you are good. Thanks, baby. What actions is the Leo going to take towards me this weekend? When is my next major relationship? What action is the Leo going to take towards Carpe diem this weekend? I don't know if they're talking a whole lot, but they could be healing in silence. Okay. I think that there's maybe still hope when it comes to you and them, whatever that means for you, or an opportunity at it. But it seems like this person isn't saying it, or is kind of keeping it quiet, or it's like, "Yeah, I don't really know, but that star is going to is going to trump the Ace of Swords in reverse. So there is something positive about this. When is my next major relationship? The Six of Cups, the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Interesting. It's gonna be like it's gonna feel like a gift. It could be maybe 6 months from now, or within the next 6 months, is what I want to say. With that Six of Cups, and with that Eight of Pentacles in reverse, I think it's gonna be when you're sick of dealing with the same thing over and over, and you're like, oh fuck this, right? And then you kind of reject that, and then that blessing comes in for you. Monica, why did this intense connection start and end so abruptly? It was supposed to trigger you into learning something. This could also be somebody who wasn't really there for a long time, was just kind of there for a good time. Five of Swords can just be like, oh, this is something that I just want to conquer, and then it's like, all right, bye. It can kind of be like that. So it could be a lesson that you need to learn, trying to trigger you, because that can happen a lot, as people are sent to us to trigger us to realize that we have red flags, or that we need to work on our self-worth or self-value issues. So I feel like it's supposed to trigger something in you. It's supposed to uh inspire you to do something, right? So every time I have a breakup, I'm like, I'm not saying this is a breakup, I don't know what it is, but every time I have some spite or I have a breakup or something, I utilize it as fuel. And I'm like, I'm going to the gym, I'm starting a business, I'm going to read this book, I'm going to write this, I'm going to, so maybe something like that. I can kind of be like Five of Swords, driven off of spite. Aaliyah, what do I need to know about the person on my mind? For clarity, he is of influence and high status. Thank you. I got you. Um, okay. The Knight of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, the Four of Swords, and the Knight of Wands in reverse. This person is slowly making his move towards something. I don't know if he's about to travel. This person seems very much like mentally, like kind of lacking direction or a little bit, or feeling like he doesn't have a whole lot of passion in his life. The Knight of Pentacles is very much somebody who is a perfectionist, or somebody who works really hard. With that Eight of Wands, this is making me feel like he's either wanting to communicate with you, or he's either taking a trip, or there's something that he's working on learning or doing, maybe behind the scenes potentially. But I feel like he's healing from something mentally a little bit. And with that Knight of Wands in reverse, this can be somebody who feels like they need a lot of validation, or this can be somebody who has lost the passion in their life a little bit, is just kind of going through the motions. But this can also be somebody who has a lack of direction about something or someone. Okay. Sky, what's he thinking about me today? Thank you. Sure. The Magician and the Six of Wands in reverse. This could be somebody who has the confidence that they could get your attention if they want it, but it seems like he's feeling entitled, like you need to come to him, or he's trying to manifest something, but he doesn't want unwanted attention. So maybe he's trying to manifest something with you without ruffling some feathers, whatever that means. So it could represent a couple of different things, but I will say he's confident that he's like, yeah, if I want this, I can have it. Okay. So I don't know if you like that or not, but Sky, should I sign up for the program coming up or should I invest in something else? What happens if she signs up for this program? The Ace of Pentacles in reverse. You might end up dropping it, or it may not be like turning out as what you want. But obviously, listen to your own counsel. Should she invest in something else? Let me see. The Six of Swords. Yeah, I would look for something that would be something involving a group. Six of Swords is like moving on to something a little bit easier. So I don't know what that means for you. And then next comes the Seven of Swords, which can be like what we're doing that's, best for the group. Maybe it's like, I don't know, community funding or fundraising, or you know what I'm saying? But it's something that you're needing, so there's something that you're needing to move on from so you can move on to something easier. And I'm not sure why it's telling me that. Courtney Elizabeth, currently in my Saturn return. Whew. I was laid off quite a while ago and haven't been able to land another job in my industry. Am I supposed to start my own business, or is an offer coming soon in my field? Should she start her own business? What happens if she does? Um, you could, but I feel like you're needing to get really real about how to do it. I think that with that 10 of Wands in reverse, it could be telling you that you might be biting off more than you can chew. So I really want to say being very realistic about that plan. And maybe you've already done the groundwork, so maybe you already know that, right? But it's saying that there's a lot of different options out there, and it's really going to be up to you to make sure that you choose the right one by doing your research and doing your homework and taking responsibility to make sure that it's successful, right? Because it's like, oh, maybe we want to start maybe we want to start a, bubblegum muffin business. And it's like, well, how many people are asking for that? Oh, well, I really want to find a bubblegum muffin business. It's like, where what do you need to focus on? You know what I'm saying? Or is an offer coming soon in my field? Show me the offer that's coming towards her. Ooh. I feel like this is something new. Ten of Pentacles is like everything that you've ever wanted. That Judgment in reverse, I don't feel like it's something from the past. Judgment in the upright is like bringing something back from the past. So it may not even be in the industry that you think, but it's something that's going to last a long time. Griselda Ortega, will my Cancer speak to me ever again? I'm a Sag. Let me see. Hmm. Well, we have the Emperor in reverse, the Nine of Cups, and the King of Swords in reverse. This is really making me feel like this is somebody who's very focused on like control, or somebody who's not really interested in speaking at the moment. It seems like with that Nine of Cups, they're more so like self-focused and they're focused on what they want and they're kind of like content with where they're at. Maybe they're focused on creativity. Maybe they're going out. I'm not sure, but for what I can see right now, no. Okay. Unless something changes, what would need to change? The Hermit, they would need to like take some time out, or maybe you guys like really need some time apart to like self-reflect. So that could be what needs to change. Why doesn't this person want to talk to Griselda? Because they're content with that right now. It's like they kind of they're feeling like they have peace right now, and they just kind of need to hold back in order to retain that peace, or in order to maintain that peace. Your advice is Pluto, battle, the answers you need are coming. So there's some things that are maybe deep within your subconscious that you're really needing to focus on. I'm feeling like this is highlighting the full moon in Scorpio that's happening on the 23rd of April of this year. And there may be some things that you're needing to kind of battle with. And I don't know what it is for you. Is it fears? Pluto can be like your fears, your jealousies, your um, intimacy issues, a crisis within self. And I feel like this is kind of telling you that you need to either seek out some kind of help or advice for these things, because you might be a little conflicted inside of your head. So like, especially if you're getting like having obsessive thoughts or something like that, it's saying like answers are coming, but you have to do some shadow work in order to remove this anxiety or whatever it may be. I hope that that makes sense. Thank you, Griselda. Fireball baby, why is soon to be ex all of a sudden acting cooperative and considerate? Mhm. The Page of Pentacles in reverse, the Hierophant, the Devil in reverse, the Five of Cups in reverse. This is somebody that's realizing his own toxic behaviors, probably because he's either being met with an ultimatum or he's sensing that you're out of there. He may be realizing that he's a little bit of a manipulator, or maybe he has an addiction, or maybe he has a fear that keeps him from being vulnerable, or maybe he has a porn addiction, or I don't know, whatever it is. But the thing is that he wants the commitment. He feels like this, is grounded in reality, or it can be. He feels like, this connects with his morals or his values or what his beliefs or whatever it may be, his philosophy. I don't know. And there could be like this sense of him realizing that he doesn't know as much as he thought he knew. It could be manipulation, but I'm not really getting that because the rest of the cards are really positive. Like even the Devil in reverse is like an awareness of one's own bullshit. And so he may be trying to kind of let go of that. Look at the glass half full with that Page of Pentacles in reverse. I just feel like he's realizing he's really fucking immature. And I wish every man felt like that. No, I'm just kidding. Empowered. Who is my energy romantically? Who is in my energy romantically? What are their intentions? What would the outcome be? And why? Why is it? What's my advice? Thank you. I'm a Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Moon Sagittarius. Gotcha. Okay. Who is in empowered's energy romantically? Could be a air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Give me one more. Seven of Pentacles. This is somebody who is really worried about a decision they've made, or they're really worried about a decision that you're going to make, or they're really have a lot of anxiety about some kind of investment, whether that's emotional, financial, etc. And it seems like this person is really maybe delaying something or really taking their time making a decision on something because they're stressed out about it for whatever reason. What are their intentions with empowered? The justice to make something right, to balance something out. What would the outcome be? The Two of Wands. I need one more for that. Two of Wands, Two of Pentacles. What do we do here? That's really, you're going to constantly probably find yourself at a crossroads with this person, whoever this is. I have Libra energy here, which is very obvious with that major arcana, but it's going to constantly be like, okay, which path do I take? Two of Pentacles is how do we balance this out? Is this balance needing to make a practical decision? Constantly kind of feeling like you're like on the fence about it. Um, what's this person so stressed out about? The Four of Wands, commitment, being welcomed. Your advice is trine, distraction. You're very close to achieving your goal. I kind of want to say like keep your eye on the prize. I want to say keep your eye on the prize because something's going to fall in your lap. But if you're looking over here, you're going to be moving in that direction and you're going to miss whatever it is that's falling in your lap. So there's some kind of goal that you have, and only you are going to know what that is. But it's telling you to very much focus on whatever that is because you're very, very close to it. And so this is telling you this is something that can drop in your lap, but you don't be distracted. Like you're gonna have to see it. If you don't see it fall into your lap, you might be distracted with other things. And only you are going to know what that is. Thank you so much, Empowered. Vanessa, is there a third party for Leo? What is the situation? New people or ex? Is there a third party besides Vanessa? Is there another romantic party with Leo that Leo has? Queen of Pentacles in reverse, the Lovers in reverse, the High Priestess. Oh my goodness. I would say yes. Lovers in reverse is definitely like a cheater, somebody who has two options. Could be like an earth sign archetype. This could be somebody who's like kind of upset, mean, blaming them, for whatever reason because what they, you know, uh, what their intuition told them ended up being the truth. I see Pisces here, I see Gemini and Taurus, but whatever. And so yeah, I feel like yes. Uh what kind of connection do they have? Queen of Wands in reverse. Oh God. A dramatic one. I feel like this guy has gotten this woman into some shit. Is this a new person? Reversed is no, upright is yes. No. Is this an ex? No. It's not a new person or an ex. This may be somebody that he never made it official with, but isn't new. You know what I'm saying? Hmm. Your advice is house one, commitment. Emotions are running high. It's saying, yep, you might be a little emotional. It might feel a little crazy around that full moon in Scorpio. Especially 2 weeks following that full moon. You may find something out, but this is saying there's a commitment that you need to keep to, like that you need to keep to yourself. Like I don't mean like keep it to yourself. Don't tell anybody. Like there's a commitment that you need to make to yourself. And I don't know what that is. I don't know if you just need to focus on your approach to life, focus on your individuality, your self-image, whatever that is, but kind of want to say take a look to see where that Jupiter Uranus conjunction is happening, and that might give you like a hint, or where that full moon in Scorpio is happening. Thank you, Vanessa. Rosie, give me dragons dirty. Give me Oh, I thought you meant my subscribers. I was like, what? Give me a Drago's dirty secrets, pretty please. Okay. I don't know how dirty this is. Um, Somebody here has a strong emotional pull towards some kind of emotional relationship or creative opportunity that's either going to pay their bills or make them feel better. So I don't know how dirty that is per se. Um, the Wheel of Fortune, the Page of Cups in reverse, the Page of Swords in reverse. Child support, maybe. A younger person at a distance. Younger people at a distance. Drama. Talking shit. Something about talking shit or drama from a distance. Told you. Five of Wands. So it could be over some kind of spousal support, child support, drama at a distance with younger people, relationship drama, drama online, drama with dating. There's some kind of drama that he has that maybe he may have created in some way, potentially on purpose, so that he can get some kind of attention or have people fighting over him maybe, or something weird. It's something weird. Your advice is Taurus, Knight, and don't let your past hold you back. So I don't know what that means, but it's telling you to take care of yourself and get a fucking good night's of sleep. That is literally what it's telling you. And I don't know why, but that is what it's saying. Um, Maybe pay attention to your dreams as well, but I'm just getting like a lot of self-care and sleep and let go of the past. Okay, that's what I'm getting. But looks like some kind of drama. I don't know if that's a dirty little secret, but it feels like that. Kismet, should I make an effort to meet Scorpio halfway on healing the friendship, or should I dig my heels in so my standards on my standards and keep it moving? I think that you should give your love wherever you feel emotionally supported. I think that there's a completion happening for something to be renewed. The Knight of Cups can very much be somebody who is super vulnerable, and the Ten of Cups is like a completion. And this can be like, okay, we have our set relationship as it is now, we have our friendship as it is now, but how can we make it better? And so it may be kind of telling you to be the vulnerable one or take the high road on it. You know what I'm saying? So, Courtney Elizabeth, what are M's true feelings for me? He doesn't really know. I feel like he's feeling a little guarded for some reason. I think he is like, I think he's like relationship focused or focused on a person's feelings as opposed to his own sometimes, but there's almost like an apprehension here for some reason. Like I don't know if it's afraid to be honest with you, but he's like not really sure yet, not really making a decision. He's just kind of guarded, like, and I don't really know why that is. What are his intentions with me now? The Tower and the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Um, to break free for something to change. For something to change. Give me one more on that. The Fool in reverse. I don't. Yeah, it seems like an apprehension. It seems like an apprehension. Like he's apprehensive. Like he's gonna give like a little, but there's a strong apprehension here, and I'm not really sure why. Boyfriend, what would it take for Matt Cancer and Taryn Taurus to end up together in a long-term permanent relationship? A masculine would actually have to commit and want to step up to the plate. Ace of Wands, the Empress, the Seven of Swords. Ooh, I don't want to say that because I don't believe in that. It may be saying that a baby will make the man step up. I don't think that's the way to go, though. I'm definitely not saying that that should be okay, but that's what could make it happen. But do I think that somebody should do that? Fuck no. Um, so it's saying that the feminine would have to really take care of herself. That she would have to be in her like creme de la creme empress Venusian energy, taking care of herself, being creative, being in her feminine energy, not chasing, keeping it low key. And that would make him like more attracted or something like that. And where she sees her value, then he sees it and he wants to bring more value to her or to whoever the feminine is. Whoops. I just lost it. Virgo chick. Is Nick Cancer ever damn, a lot of cancers tonight. Is Nick Cancer ever going to come back? He ghosted me. I did nothing wrong. Even his family said this. Possible third party. Is Nick Cancer ever going to come back? Seven of Wands. Seems like he's dealing with some other stuff right now. I don't even think he's really focused on this. Why did he ghost? The death in reverse because of something from the past, maybe coming back to haunt him or maybe coming back up, something that he's having to deal with. And I feel like it was unexpected. MF, just quit my job, was not making me happy. Can you advise me with my higher calling? What should I be doing? Tired of working for others. Thank you. Sure. Wow. Four of Cups, the Moon in reverse, the Three of Swords in reverse. You could work like as an intuitive career, or you could work as some kind of healer or somebody who helps other people see the light at the end of the tunnel, overcome their emotional issues, overcome their traumas or their sadnesses or something like that. So maybe you could be a grief counselor, or, maybe you could be some kind of mentor or something like that. It's something to do with the emotional side of life. Tell me more. Yeah, Queen of Cups in reverse, Three of Pentacles in reverse, and the Sun. Yeah, it's like making people see the optimistic side of life. So I don't know what that means for you, but it's something to do with like the emotional well-being of others. I mean, even tarot readers can do this, right? Even tarot readers can help people see the light at the end of the tunnel. But it could be some kind of like counselor, or maybe some kind of spiritualist or something like that, maybe something to do with mental health. Could be something to do with prisons, mental health, um counseling, like I said, some kind of healing. Yeah, so that's what I'm getting. So I'm not sure what that means for you. Your advice is Yang, bond, a time for healing. So yeah, I mean, being proactive, helping people to connect with themselves again. Maybe a relationship counselor, or helping people with their relationships, being a relationship coach. It's something about healing. It's something about relationships. It's something about the heart space, and it's telling you to be proactive on doing it. So, but yeah, I said something about healing, so I don't know. That's what I got though. Let me go ahead and shuffle once again. Sorry, guys. Hold on. I got to shuffle real quick. Okay. Lauren Clausen. I am a Leo and kind of just wondering how Virgo BD is feeling about me and his daughter Libra. He hasn't met her before. Is supposed to in August. We have been on and off 25 years and didn't talk 3 years, suddenly texting. How is the Virgo baby daddy feeling about Lauren and his daughter? The King of Cups. Probably wanting to be more mature, wanting to actually be there. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. I don't know if there's like a commitment though. The Empress. This is somebody who finds you very attractive, views you as the Empress, right? The mother, right? Um, mm, the King of Pentacles. Sorry about that. Maybe wanting to, maybe seeing if something is there, seeing that something that is gone can be renewed in some way. Because there's clearly some kind of emotional attachment here, but feeling like something has failed, or did I miss my chance? So I feel like he's wanting to step up in a way. I feel like he just feels like he failed. That Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So I feel like it's a net positive. Um, Pisces baby, who is coming towards me in love? Water sign, Knight of Cups, Magician in reverse, Virgo, Gemini, Seven of Wands. Why is the Magician in reverse? The Devil in reverse. I feel like this is somebody who's going to be quite vulnerable with you, but they may feel like they're like they don't have what it takes to compete for your love in some way. They may be having a lack of confidence or feeling like they have a lack of resources or something like that in order to date you or be with you. Um, and I feel like this is somebody who could have a lot of boundaries around their insecurities as well. But specifically, I have Virgo, Gemini, Capricorn, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Show me more. The Ace of Wands, the Seven of Swords in reverse. There may be somebody who comes up here who's like interested in sex with you, excuse me, but it might be interested in sex with you. And the Seven of Swords in reverse can be kind of like, I want what I want. I'm just focused on what I want, not necessarily for the group. Your advice is House 4, upheaval. Show the world the real you. This is telling you to be absolutely as authentic as possible so you can attract the right person for you. Because if you're not being absolutely authentic, or at least as authentic as you can be, which is not always easy, it's telling you that you're going to have a hell of a time finding somebody that you actually feel safe with or feel comfortable with. House 4. Okay. Delilah. Hello, will I make some good money this week? Thanks. The Star, the Three of Cups. Yeah. I feel like it's not what you know, it's who you know. Be friendly, be open to people, whatever that means for you. So I feel like, yes, I feel like with the Star there, that's looking really good. So this can be like your dreams, your aspirations, your wishes. Yeah, I think that you will. Three of Cups, Aquarius. That can be like making money through other people for whatever reason. The Spirit Room. Do you see anything new for me or have any advice for me? Anything new coming towards Spirit Room within the next month? Queen of Pentacles, the Hangman, the Five of Swords. You could be very determined to find a different way when it comes to taking care of yourself, when it comes to establishing a business, when it comes to your home, your family life, etc. The things that you want, the things that make you feel good. That's what I'm getting with that. Of course, there could be a feminine energy who comes into your life who kind of shows you another side of themselves. But if it's not that, I feel like this is more so you kind of letting go of control a little bit, of feeling like you have to constantly like do, and feel like you have to chase or anything like that. And you're like, you know what? I'm just gonna like relax and do me. You know what I mean? Advice. The Ace of Cups, yeah, relax and do you. Get into touch with the things that make you feel aligned from like an emotional level or a creative level. So yeah, be like in your feminine energy. Summer, hey Violetta, not feeling too confident in love. Is there a message from spirit about what I can expect? Am I on the right path towards meeting someone? The Tower in reverse. I feel like there's somebody here you're having a hard time letting go of. Tower in reverse, Knight of Wands. Somebody here who's here for a good time, not a long time, or somebody who's kind of a little hard to take serious. This may be telling you to be cautious of this. Something may crash down, kind of crash and burn in your face. But if you take the kind of the easy way out and just let it go, it's going to be easier on you, is what I want to say. Am I on the right path towards meeting someone? Let's put it like this: what path do you need to be on for meeting somebody? The Eight of Swords, Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Well, first of all, right, you gotta stop staying stuck on something that's a bad investment for you or something that feels like a waste of time to you. It could, and what I mean by that is you could feel like you keep pouring into something that's an empty well. When you keep doing that, you're not utilizing that energy towards someone or something else, so it's all just going to that. And so now it's like, well, God's kind of like, hey, guess what? I'm not sending you anything right now because you keep expending your energy into this and you're not going to have energy for what I'm going to bring you. So I need you to let go of the thing. You know what I mean? Whatever that may be. Let's see. Summer, his thoughts about me. Ace of Swords, Nine of Wands. He does think about you, but he's a little guarded for some reason. Quite guarded, actually, for some reason. He may be cutting this out, or he is thinking about you, I feel like, with that Ace of Swords. But he's quite guarded, and I'm not really sure why. Visionary, blessings coming towards me. Ooh, the Nine of Cups and the Eight of Wands in reverse. Something that's been delayed for a long time, like something that you've been waiting for in regards to either money or creativity or even mental health. It's something that you've wished for, and I feel like it's coming back around. I heard when Mercury goes direct, or around when Mercury goes direct. So something you wished for. Boyfriend, will Taryn Taurus end up having a difficult rest of her life moving forward? Depends on what you choose. Lovers, King of Wands, Emperor in reverse, and the Wheel of Fortune. If you keep trying to hold on to things that it's like hanging off of a cliff, but holding on to the cliff because you don't want to drop down. But then somebody's over here like squishing your knuckles into the concrete, and you're still trying to hold on. It's like, well, how do you want it to go? Because it's like once you finally let go off of the cliff, you're gonna realize there's a big, fluffy IKEA mattress down there. You know what I mean? And it's like this is what's at stake. And with that Lovers and that King of Wands, I feel like there's either a Gemini or a Leo specifically. Now, technically, okay, this is two deacons a Leo, one deacon a Cancer, okay, but it could be Aries, Leo, Sag. But definitely, if you're dealing with somebody abusive or if you have a habit of that, you got to let that go. I know that's easier said than done or whatever. Or somebody who's trying to control you, or if you're trying to control the situation constantly, like it has to look like this or it has to be like this, or if you're being too passive about, what it is that you want, you're not going to get what you want. And so, no. Do I think that the Taurus is going to have a miserable life? No. Obviously, that no. The Lovers, the Wheel of Fortune, the King of Wands, no. But this has to go. Whatever or whomever that Emperor in reverse is. L, what's next for me in my professional life? Thanks, baby. You're welcome. Ooh, I feel like you're going to be doing some learning about something, the Hierophant. The Hierophant can be like something that we're needing to educate ourselves on, or something that we're needing to learn, a mentor that we're needing to work with, or needing to become a mentor, or something like that. But I just feel like you're not feeling like super confident about it, but you're still like, I'll smile. So I feel like you're about to learn something, or maybe you're about to take a course, or get some higher education, or hire somebody to teach you something that you need to learn in order to move on to this next phase of your career or start a new one or whatever it is. So I feel to me this is like some learning that you're doing. Now, this could be very specific, but it could be some kind of religious or a spiritual or teaching career, okay? Um and it seems like it's something though that's foundational. It's something that'll last a while. Shit. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Let's see. Boyfriend, what are Matt Cancer's truest feelings? Um, Details regarding the situation with Taryn. Is attracted, is very sexually attracted, but I don't know if the emotions are totally there. Feels like this is a lot. He feels like he has to act a certain way in order to get somewhere. He may feel like he bit off more than he can chew. Like, who is it? Taryn is still holding on to the past or holding on to something that he did. But I feel like with that King of Cups in reverse, this is somebody who can tend to be kind of manipulative a little bit in order to get what he wants. Um, Boyfriend, why did Noel Capricorn propose to Taryn? Okay, keep in mind that it's always going to be $4.99 and up, but I will take this one and I'll pull one card, okay? Why did Noel propose to Taryn? Five of Pentacles. Money, desperation, needing companionship, needing to come out of a shitty situation, and somehow that would benefit Noel. You know, God, what a weird answer. Sorry. I know that was a really shitty answer. Weird answer, but that's what I got. Okay, guys, I gotta go ahead and get out of here. I love all of you. Please, please, please. Oh, you're so welcome, Mad Max. Please enjoy the rest of your evening. Shout out to Rick. Thank you so much, dude. Thanks for kicking ass. And Lori, I love you. Thank you so much for being here. I will talk to you guys soon. Book with me at violettalexis.com. Bye for now.